Alright, back again YouTube. As you can see here, a little bit of a collection of mountain bike shoes. So I've been purchasing mountain bike shoes since about 2003, so like I said, just about 18 years, I guess, exactly around 18 years. Very first pair I ever got were not here. But these are the very first style that I ever got, but I got them in low tops, okay? So these are my high tops. These were from about 2006, so that's like 15 years old, and they're still pretty much in tip-top shape. Now I use these for downhill racing. I only use them on the more extreme, just crazy trails with big rocks and nan up and drawing up Willie Mills, especially nan up when there was extreme trails. I didn't use them as much, I have to admit that. So they're not, for 15 years old, you can see they have got wear on them and stuff like that, but these have really been the bomb, and I'll still be using these to this day for downhill. These are the original impacts, okay? So these are the 510 impacts. I can see the old logo they had and everything. Like, these are from the original ones, not as old as when Chris Kavarik and that were using 510, and that's probably why they even got really famous, is Kavarik, and then later on Sam Hill, obviously. Where we got here, these are the Sam Hill Impact. These are pretty much exactly like the ones I used to wear for downhill racing, okay? These are the replica ones, so these are very new. These are only a year old, or maybe a year and a bit. Right, moving on from Impact, the original just Impact. Then I had some free riders. I had some free riders that lasted about 15 years of serious wear. Maybe only 13, but it's definitely right up there, okay? And I only just recently, I so wish I had taken a photo. They had a little rip, the free ride ones, they're the free ride VX1 or something, and they lasted at least 12 to 13 years at least. And they had a rip like right through here, so I just eventually threw them away, but I was still using them until about 2 years ago. And I was using them when it was muddy riding, just when I didn't want to use my other ones, okay? These are the next ones then, besides the free ride ones. These were about 2008. These are 13 years old. These have gotten a hell of a lot of use, and they're still in tip-top shape. You can't even, I'm still using them today. They're still soaked because these are now my wet riding ones. So I went out on Thursday last week, and they're still absolutely soaked. So I'm gonna have to put them a better place to dry. I had them in the big trough sink in my back in the laundry, and I'm not getting enough airflow there. Then we move on to just some free riders. So these are just some purple ones because I made my bike, my Intense M6, painted it purple and all that, and I had all these plans, and I bought some purple jerseys, purple Medusa helmet and all that. So I had this purple theme going. I was all this, I gotta look factory. I wanted everything matchy. But these are now, what? These would have been around 2009, 2008, 2009. Definitely 2008, 2009. So those also another pair that are like 13 years old or so. Over here, these ones are a little bit newer. These ones are probably around 2009 or 10. Those ones are another pair of free riders. Then I have over here, I've only used these a little bit. They have got some use, but these are for dirt jumping. So I use these with my dirt jumping. They're more like a skate sort of shoe, but with the stealth rubber on them and stuff. Just smaller little things for, I like them because I think they look more like a free rider shoe. I was using these, a dirt jump thing with my dirt jump bike. I was using these because my dirt jump bike's blue and white, so in that color, like sky blue. So I sort of use those ones also if it's going to be a little bit whatever I'm feeling. Then, not to be fully prejudicial, because I am totally biased with 510. I think they're the best shoe on the planet for flat pedals. But I did give Specialized, the 2FO from Specialized, 2FO. These are the second gen ones. They weren't too bad when I first, but then when I started slipping pedals, they're a lot thinner. They don't have as a thicker, a wider base and stuff. If you can look at, they're both size 11. All these shoes are size 11 USA. And you can see the footprint much narrower on the 2FOs. And I felt I was just like not getting the grip on the pedals as well. They did a good job, way better than the skate shoes I started on, because that's 2001 for about 2 years. I just used etnies and skate shoes and stuff like that, and they just would get destroyed. You know, you get 6 months. If you're lucky, you get a year, and they'd be destroyed. These ones, must have purchased these. These are about 5, 6, 7 years old, but I don't really. These now sit in my car, so if I ever forget my shoes, I've got emergency ones. I just leave those out in the car. Then we go to some of my impacts. These are my first newer Impact Pros, and I got these at a bike shop, local bike shop up Calmunda Cycles. Now you can see, look at that. I was saved from a hospital trip from these shoes. I smashed my toe right here, smashed it here, and it's hit it so hard it's ripped it all the way open over here, and almost crashed my bike. It almost sent me over the bars. I hit a piece of a stump that was sitting out on the edge of the trail, and I smashed my foot into it, right on the toe, right on that part of the toe, and it ripped all the way open. I tried the shoe going, they sort of fixed for a little bit, but then I've been hitting that, so I decided these were my everyday ones that I just used every day because I just love the Impact Pros, and they do save you. I guarantee I would have been in the hospital if I hadn't had those on. But I am sus about the quality of whatever this is. Not leather, whatever this is. These original ones, that is leather. I can tell, you know, that is leather. They wouldn't have lasted 15 years with if it wasn't leather. These, I don't know, these aren't leather either, but whatever this stuff is better than this generation, the Impact Pro, because I don't know if it got a stick or whatever. Now, mind you, it's just the top layer that's ripped. It hasn't gone right through in there. So I'm probably just going to eventually chuck this and just keep this around as a spare, just in case I wreck one of my other shoes or have some problems. These are what I've said before, the Impact replicas. Like I said, these are only a year and a half at the most, I guess. And these ones I love. I do wear these a lot as well. These are the ones I was talking about before, my Troy Lee designs. So they got the Troy Lee designs, and they go with my riding outfit. I like the black and red stuff, black, red, and silver. So that's my race day only. And these are the brand new ones now to replace these ones, and these will be my everyday riding shoes. Now, I ride 2 to 3 times a week. This is my average ride. I'm a school teacher, so I can get out at 3:30 every day. So I try and do it two times during the week, and then 1 time on the weekend, and that's usually the real big one. So the shoes get a lot of workouts. These ones not so much, okay, not so much, just dirt jumping. But all these have had a really good workout. They get used a lot. So I can attest to 510. They're a great shoe. They work great. If you can have a pair 15 years old and still look amazing, bloody amazing, okay? So Clever stands behind some of those brands, yeah, but when stuff is good, 13 years old and heavy use, downhill racing, enduro racing, everyday riding for ages. They're soaking because I wore them last Thursday. They're my wet riding shoes. And in the wet, then that must mean that they must be really durable, because when they just get destroyed in the wet more easily, if they keep getting rotten and stuff. So that's my opinion about 510s. I would highly recommend them, especially anybody that's still just riding in skate shoes or whatever. Yes, $200. These ones cost me 200 Australian dollars, $200. But these I expect to get 5 to 15 years. I don't know. I guess I cycle through shoes a lot, so they'll last longer if I've got more than 1 pair. I'd recommend 2 pairs. Why do I have 2 pairs? Because on races, on the practice day, I'll be wearing these ones and on practice, and then when they're sort of wet from sweating, race day I put these ones on, or vice versa, these ones, and then you can do that. If you've got 2 pairs, you bring 2 with you, 1 for each day. Especially if it's a wet race, then you're going to need. They're not going to dry out. They're going to be disgusting cold, all that, so you need another pair. You don't need as many of these. This is because I spoil myself, and I also look after my stuff. So as you can tell, if they last that long, they last that long they get used, but you look after them, you clean them, you do. You know, I don't clean them that much anymore, do I? But anyway, look after your stuff and they'll look after you. Okay, that's it from Clubber. Thanks for watching. So until the next video where Clubber's either gonna send it, shred it, or do a review of it. See you then, YouTube.